Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vengeful Empire, and today we are talking about setting up a good interface. I'm on my level 15 operative here, and this is an example of an interface that I used a while ago, and I think it's a pretty decent one, and I would recommend maybe giving it a try if you're looking for something. I definitely would pretty quickly get off of the, let's see, what is it, extended quick bars that they kind of give you as a default, or even the advanced I think is the new one. This one's, not terrible, but still, if you're looking for something cool, I would recommend trying this one out. So how I set this one up is I kind of have my main abilities in this first section over here. So this guy actually hasn't been organized to fit this, but I would have, your rotational, like, core damaging or healing abilities here. And then over here I would have, say, utilities. So maybe things like your flashbang, your flashbang, your root or stun, maybe some non-rotational offensive abilities. So like your carbine burst or corrosive dart. That's actually a bit more rotational, but maybe an overload shot if you know what you're doing. So I would have like frequently used like abilities, but not necessarily rotational over here. If you have like AoEs like death from above on bounty hunters, I would throw that over here as well. Over on this side, this is kind of like whatever your kind of free choice area. You can put mounts, your heroic ability. You can have your sprint over here, maybe your fleet pass, rocket boots, all that stuff kind of hang around over here. Down here on this lower bar, I usually put my cooldowns over here. So right now I don't really have any cooldowns. Here's evasion, so I'd put like evasion down here. The heal might go down here as well, or maybe I'll like put this one up in my utility area, and I'll put evasion, shield probe, maybe my stealth out, cloaking screen. I kind of forget what it's called, but one of those. And I put that stuff down here. This one up here you can use for like med packs, stems, or just other stuff. You can have more than one thing elsewhere, so maybe you want some cooldowns down here and you want to put them up here again too, so you can keep an eye on when they're off cooldown or something. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a preferred player right now, so I'm even missing a quick bar. Can't even toggle it actually. But I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. There's another one. I would put that one maybe like down in this corner, and you can just put more mounts there or something. That's kind of up to you. And maybe you're a level 15 or something like me, and you really, you don't need this many quick bars, so you can just like disable this one for now, or maybe get rid of this one or something. I don't know. But that's how I would set it up. And other important things to look at is if you go into the interface editor here, you have your target of target, and your focus target, and your focus target cast bar, and target of target cast bar, and your target cast bar. These are all important things that you want to be visible, and you want to be like easily seen, and when something's going on there, you want to be able to see it. So if I target this guy, for example, I can set him as my focus target by hitting Alt F, or for me, if I hit like push down the middle mouse button, that also sets him as a focus target. So now I can target this guy while still keeping an eye on this guy. So say I'm healing an operation, I can set the main boss as a focus target, and be healing my teammates or something. Say that he needs heals. Actually I do have one. I can be healing him while I was keeping an eye on my main target's like the boss's health, or what stage of the fight we're in. So you can see I can keep an eye on him while healing him, or DPSing an ad or something like that. You can also see the target of target. So right now Nico is targeting me, and if I were to cast something, you can see that kind of shows up there. Another useful thing, incredibly useful in PvP. For example, if you're tanking and you're about to taunt someone, well, you don't want to taunt them if they're already attacking you, because then that damage reduction doesn't do any good and nobody benefits from that, because he's just attacking you anyway. But if you're, Nico over here is attacking the healer and the healer's almost dead, then I'll throw my taunt on him, and I know I'm getting something out of it. It's also useful, so say he's targeting the healer and I'm a Juggernaut and I want to intercede to the healer to help him out. I can just click on the healer here and then maybe click one of the buttons I have found to intercede and jump right to him. It's that easy. Other things worth mentioning is this little arrow up here. Titan doesn't do this and it really annoys me, but when you have like a PvP scoreboard or scorecard or something over here, if all your missions are covering it up or something, or mainly if you're in one of the 4v4 arenas where you might be clicking on people's names to target them, you can just hit that arrow there and make it disappear for the time being. So if you don't know about that, there's that. Another question I sometimes get is how to get the percentages and like the actual health point numbers and whatnot going down here. This is great for operations to know when like the boss is below, say, 30% or something. And you do that by opening up the interface editor, clicking on the player frame or the target frame, and going down to show information text and just check that, and then do the same for this guy, show information text. And I don't believe you can do it for this one. Actually, you can. And your focus target as well, you can show information text. Other things to keep in mind is where your debuffs are. I don't know if I can give myself a debuff right now. I don't believe I can. But you want those to be kind of big, and you want to see them. You want to know when you have important debuffs. This is mainly something for raiding and in-game operations. A little bit for PvP, but definitely for operations. You want to have those, front and center, know what's going on. One more tip is your enemies buffs. You want to know when your enemy's using a big cooldown or something. If your Juggernaut's using whatever the one is that heals him, or Saber Reflect or something, then maybe now is not the time to be hitting him with an ambush. So keep an eye on those, and you want to have those pretty easily visible as well. So those are my tips on setting up an effective interface. Hopefully you liked some of those. Maybe you can find something that works for you now. Again, it ultimately comes down to personal preference. I use this one, not this one. I've actually never used this one, but I was thinking about it. Let's see, where is it? I use this one for most of my characters, and by most standards this is actually a very bad interface and not one you want to copy, but it works for me, and the way I have all my different keybounds set up, it really makes sense. So it ultimately comes down to personal preference, but there are some tips for you guys, and hopefully you liked some of those, and let me know what you think. Hope you liked the video. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time.